Brought to you by the Capital One Savor Card. With Savor, you earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, and at grocery stores. That's unlimited cash back on ordering takeout from home, or unlimited cash back on tickets to concerts and games. So grab a bite, grab a seat, and earn unlimited 3% cash back with the Savor Card. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. This message is brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card. Venture X offers the premium benefits you expect, like a $300 annual Capital One travel credit for less than you expect. Elevate your earn with unlimited double miles on every purchase, bringing you one step closer to your next dream destination. Plus, enjoy access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. The Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is Talkin Rock. Talkin Rock. Your backstage pass to some of your favorite rock artists. Here's your host, Meltdown.
Well, as I get set to take off down the highway to Sturgis, I'll leave you with an interview that I did a couple days ago with Tyler Connolly from Theory of a Deadman. I've known the guys from Theory for, it's got to be 20 years or something like that. Just great guys. I ran into Dave one time and his wife in Vegas, and we hung out for a few days. They had their firstborn was, I don't know, a couple months old at the time. It was kind of crazy, even just seeing them there. I've seen the guys from Theory and outside of Detroit. I saw them with Motley Crue last year. They played a show, which I talk about with Tyler coming up here in a bit. But they've got this new EP coming out, which we'll talk about. 6 songs. They're working on part 2 right now as well. A show at the Fillmore here in Southeast Michigan coming up on August 23rd. We talk about hockey, just tons of stuff with Tyler. Great guy, awesome guy to chat with. It's Tyler Connolly on Talkin Rock.
Oh, whoa.
Are you okay?
Do you mind? Do you mind?
No, yes, I do, actually. What's going on, dude?
We're just getting ready to start this big old tour with our friends in Seven Dust, who you know.
Yep.
And this new band called Return to Dust. So there's a lot of dust. Yeah,
there's a lot of dust. You're going to shake the dust off and come to the Fillmore coming up on August 23rd. It's so funny. I don't want to get into it too much, but I remember interviewing Return to Dust last year or whatever, and I'm like, hey, listen, I don't really know that much about you guys, so I want you to kind of tell me the story. Like, tell me your story. And they forgot to mention the part about their drummer's dad, who's really famous.
Yeah.
They mentioned that. They totally skipped over that whole part.
Well, they may not. They may, smartly enough. We went through, no one in our band was famous, or had a famous parent, but, like as you know, when we started out, we were really close with the Nickelback guys, and
right.
Chad, produced our first record. So, like, for us, we couldn't escape. Like, we used to get interviews where people were like, oh, what's Chad doing right now? You got his phone? Call him up on the air. And we're like, all right, enough. So we had to, really consciously make an effort to try to be our own band and escape that, which we did.
Yeah.
Which we did. So they're trying as well.
Yeah. It was funny because I said to him, I was talking, that band Return to Dust started with the singer, and I want to say the bass player, but I could be wrong. Anyways, the guitar player is walking down the street with his mother, and they heard this band jamming in this garage, and the mom went over there and said, hey, you guys should listen. You guys should talk to my son, who's a guitar player. And then I jokingly said to London, what, did your father get you in the band too?
Shit.
I had no idea who he was. So anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But Return to Dust, like you said, Seven Dust, and you guys coming to town on August 23rd. And last time I saw you was on that Motley tour last year. How'd that all wrap up for you guys?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
we only did the one show.
Oh, is that it? Okay, I thought you were on tour.
Yeah, it was just the one show. I wish it was the tour. When we did 2 tours, I think you came out to one of those shows probably on the tours we did way back, 2008.
Oh, yeah.
We did 2 tours with them, St. Los Angeles tour, and then they did an anniversary of Dr. Feelgood, which they did the whole album. So it's rad.
Yeah,
that was the tour where Tommy burnt his hand, and then they had to get fill-in drummers come in, and he was still there. But Morgan from Seven Dust played one night. I remember that. He was actually the first guy that come in, and he broke the set, smashed the bulbs above his head, and it was an interesting time. I remember waking up in the morning on the bus, and Joe, our drummer, comes on the bus, and he's just like, Yeah, I got to learn the whole set for Motley Crue tonight. They asked me to learn all the songs. He's freaking out.
Really?
Because I guess the first thing they did in the morning is went to the other band's drummers and said, you got to learn all the stuff. But then they brought up Morgan. I guess he already knew all the songs. So
That's incredible. So let me get this straight. Did Joe ever play or no?
No. They just wanted him to learn it in case, someone couldn't fly. They had to fly someone in like that morning, and I guess Morgan made it. But in case he couldn't, they'd have someone there. Like Joe had to go and set up in a room and learn all the songs.
Oh, how badass would that have been? Have you ever jumped on stage with another band, to sing or do anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of weird when you do it with other bands. It's almost like it's really nerve-wracking for some reason. I don't know why, because who cares? But it's not like I'm not nervous. When I go on stage, I have no nerves at all. I'm like, whatever. But then if someone's like, you want to come on stage and sing a song? I'm like, oh, God. I hope I remember the words.
Yeah, right. What bands have you done that with?
I don't even remember. I have, but I can't think of who. I just don't like doing it. Maybe I just, every time someone asks me, I'm like, nah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. No, that's great. So you got this Funeral Songs Part 1 coming out. That's due September 4th. That's 6 songs?
6. So it's part 1 of 2. So we'll put another 6 out in March. That'll be EP2. What it's going to be called, I don't know. Some other kind of songs.
Well, wait a second. It won't be Funeral Songs Part 2?
Well, we can, but it's open, right? We can name whatever we want. So, but we've recorded 3 already. We're in Nashville recording the first 3, which sound awesome. Like, not to say it's better than the first EP, but they definitely have graduated, and we feel we're in a flow now. Mm-hmm. So, and then we have to go back after this tour's over and fly right back to Nashville, record the rest.
Okay, so you're in Nashville right now?
No, we're in Minneapolis because the tour starts. We got pre-production today and tomorrow, and the first show's in Duluth. So we'll just go from here to Duluth and then make our way around.
Now, for people that don't know, what is involved in pre-production? I've been down in Nashville before and seen there's this gigantic warehouse down there that some of the bigger bands go down to when they do their pyro. They do everything. What is involved pre-production for you guys?
Yeah, that's soundstage. What you're talking about? Yeah. So so you can put a full set in there, full PA, arena PA, everything. So on purpose. So you're just building the show. So it's more for crew than it is for us.
Right.
It's not for us to learn our own songs. We already know the songs.
Right.
It's for more of we don't have pyro, but if you were to do pyro and everything has to be timed, so it's all the lights, video screens, all that stuff. Sometimes the pre-pro is like weeks because there's so much. But us, it's like for the band's only 2 days. Like for the crew, it's more like 4 or 5 days. There's so much to do and set up, and then they have to figure out how to take all the stuff down and get it into a truck in half an hour.
Right.
So they have to. So us, we just go there and we fart around. And honestly, it's like we've got a new monitor console we bought, so we'll have to figure out how to do all our new in-ear mixes. And people are usually buying new stuff. Dean just bought a bunch of new basses, so pretty much just go there and you fart around, and then someone's like, "You guys want to start playing music?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, we can play some songs."
So, you guys have put out 3 songs from this new EP so far?
Yeah.
And so, Winnebago Lay Low, that's the latest one, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or is I got Barricade out there and Funeral Song as well?
That's it. Those are the 3. Funeral Song they just released. They're like Grat tracks. It's this new thing where they just give people a little taste of what's to come. But the thing is, we only have 6 songs, so you can't really give them everything.
Don't too much.
So
You've
what's
already
next?
given them half.
You got them all, so good night. Yeah.
You're halfway there. I mean,
yeah. So it's a little sad, but the good news is like the reason we did the EPs is because honestly, you've way better songs because now before we had the whole album written, but I had to be honest, probably half of them are not really great, or half of them are I don't know. Like it's me and acoustic guitar. So what are we gonna do with this? I don't know. So now we can pick the ones that we really like that we think are going to be the best and the fans are going to like. So same as EP2 now, the 3 we just recorded were brand new songs. They weren't even songs. So they're not even leftovers. So, now instead of having EP2 be the songs we didn't record, which are going to be not as good, now they're new songs, they're fresh. So it's a way better approach. And then at the end of it, they're going to get a full record. They'll have 12 songs, and then we'll release the leftovers. Then they can get the mean acoustic guitar doing a song.
Yeah, for like a movie soundtrack or something, right? So, is theoretically speaking, is there a chance that the 3 songs you've already recorded for the next record could not even be on there? They could be. They're good.
No, just because we're doing vinyl, and vinyl takes so long to make.
Okay.
So we had to master the vinyl like months ago. That's the thing is like to get a stuff out in March. We could record into March, but if we want physical, we're going to need to have that done by the end of the year, like mastered, because it takes it's backlogged.
And you're doing this in Nashville, you said.
We're doing it in Nashville. We're doing it with a guy named Chris Baseford, who's I'm co-producing it with him, and he's awesome. We worked with him once before. Doing we re-recorded the song called Country Song, and we just did it for fun with their friend Corey Marks, who's a country singer who sang on it, and we loved it. We had a great connection, and he's really good. And he moved to Nashville, so he lives there now. So we always find it's best to work where the producer lives. I find we're so used to traveling, I don't need to be in LA to be in my mood. I don't know. So we just go, he lives in Nashville, we're going to Nashville.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because, never having written songs, but I'm sure there's probably an area where you feel comfortable. Do you come to Nashville with songs already written, or do you start from scratch there?
No, they're all done. There's not a lot to do on the writing side. We'll go do some pre-production as well. We'll go into a rehearsal space and we'll just go through the songs and figure out tempo. We'll figure out what key, if the key's a little low. And then we'll just work on parts. It's like something's not right here. Like the drum. Usually it's a lot of drum stuff. Like there's something with the drum pattern we need to shift here. And then when we go and track, it's really fast. Like we go and record 3 songs in 3 days.
Oh, okay.
It's that fast. And people are like, how do you record 3 songs in 3 days? I'm like, we just go. We don't. There's no like, what are we going to put here? It's like we already know.
And it's funny. Listen, if the song ever sucks, it is the drummer's fault. It's like the goalie's fault. It's always their fault. Drummers
are goalies, dude.
Right.
And Joe, our drummer, is a goalie, and he's perfect. He's like all drummers are crazy, right? And just like goalies,
right? Yeah.
They're not hockey players, so it's like drummers are like, yeah. And Joe's an amazing drummer, and I've heard he's an amazing goalie. I've seen him play goal, but he's pulled his groin or something, so he says he can't play goal anymore, which sucks for him.
All right. Well, when you guys come through Detroit, we're gonna have to get him in some sort of net. I always have my sticks with me, so we will have to do something.
Well, it's got to be. I mean, we could probably. They must like. It's out of season, so any rinks where they just melt the ice and you do. Well,
of course, you guys are going to be 3 blocks away from the LCA. Maybe I can make a call and we can go in there and just go on the practice ice.
Dude, let's go.
That would be cool if we could get
never
the practice
been there before.
ice. Yeah. Do you guys travel with your gear? You guys, play it all on the road?
No, I bet if we did, we would have it. I think we have some hockey sticks with us. We have to sometimes preface, so they take it out of storage, like golf clubs. Yeah. I had to make sure that they took my golf clubs out of storage in Toronto, and now it's on the truck. So if I want to play golf, my clubs are on the truck.
Yeah. And by the way, isn't that the law that you have to travel with your hockey sticks if you're a Canadian band, correct?
Yeah, it's ID.
Got the Sherwood.
What do you got? Wow. Yeah. What were those old sticks? The plastic ones?
Oh, yeah. The street hockey ones.
Yeah, they were called like Super Flex or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember. They're plastic. You could bend them so they were like scoops.
Well, no, we used to put them on the. We used to heat them up on the stove. Remember?
Oh yeah, of course.
You'd bend them up like that. So yeah, speaking of golf, you're pretty good at golf, aren't you?
I golf a lot. My handicap has gone up a little bit, but I was down to like a 6 handicap or something. But I love it. I play it a lot. I do a lot of golf trips. Me and Darren from Steel Panther, we put a trip on once a year. So if you play golf, man, you can come next year. We do a tournament, and it's my team versus his team. So we got some musicians come out, and my team has beat his 2 years in a row, so he's furious.
So that's Stick. So what who was on your team?
Well, I got Dean from the band's on my team. Dave played the first year. He couldn't play this year. But, then just a bunch of buddies. And it's funny because, like, Darren's team, they're all, like, straight edge. And we'll go out for dinner, and they're like, water. And my team is, like, blackout drunk. Guys aren't showing up. Like, dude, we have one guy, Gary, who's like a stick. He's like a one handicap. He's so good. And second day, he didn't even show up for dinner. They had to carry him back to his room. He was blacked out. He woke up at 6:30 in the morning and won his round, beat the guy.
Wow.
And I'm like, you can't. We're like, you guys can't even beat a bunch of drunks. So it's pretty fun.
Have you ever golfed with somebody like Alice or anything?
No, Alice Cooper, he was on one of our songs. So on Savages, our 5th record, I went and flew to his house in Phoenix. And just to be there when he recorded his parts.
How cool is that?
It was great. Just went over to his house and his mom was there. and the morning of, or the day before, I flew in and they're like, oh, we need to change the time to the afternoon. And I was like, oh, shoot. Okay. Because originally it was going to be like 10 in the morning or something. I'm like, wonder what happened. And it was because he was golfing.
Golfing, yeah.
So I wish I said, hey, I golf too. I'd love to go. I probably could have went. He probably would have been like, yeah, sure, you can come.
Did you knock on his door and say, is Alice here?
Yeah, I don't know if he likes
his
Alice.
Mother? No, he does.
Yeah, no, his mom lives with him. So a very, very sweet lady. So I love Alice. Is such a cool guy, man. He's so down to earth, and he's in it for all the right reasons. And golf keeps him young, I swear. So I'm going to keep golfing.
This message is brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card. Venture X offers the premium benefits you expect, like a $300 annual Capital One travel credit for less than you expect. Elevate your earn with unlimited double miles on every purchase, bringing you one step closer to your next dream destination. Plus, enjoy access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. The Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Yeah, no. My friend Damon Johnson was in his band for years, and he said that every single night before they went on stage, Damon would get a tap on the shin from Alice's cane, and Alice would say something like 6:45 in the lobby, and that was key. That was their code for we're going golfing tomorrow morning. He said it happened all the time. Yeah.
Damon, he's another sweet guy. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's down there in Nashville. But I heard a conversation the other day, and I thought about you guys. Somebody was talking about walking across Abbey Road, and they actually walked in the Abbey Road studios, and they were like, oh, you just can't walk in there. So they kind of got thrown out. But you guys recorded there, right?
No, we recorded down the street.
Oh, okay.
And the lady that worked at the studio we were at, she used to work at Abbey Road. So she's like, you guys want to go there and just go get a tour? We're like, yeah. So she just hooked it up. So we went there and did a tour, and yeah, it was amazing. I played on the Beatles piano, and they took us all around and to where they recorded all their stuff. It was pretty phenomenal. They were doing the soundtrack for Downton Abbey while we were there. So my mom was very excited about that.
Yeah. I thought you guys recorded there for some reason. Did you guys get a picture walking across the street?
Yeah. And I'll tell you, man, the people, they'll run you over.
That was exactly what this person was saying.
They're sick of it. They will not slow down. They're just so sick of people stopping in the middle and taking photos because they're just like, oi. Yeah. So, you be very careful when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. And, getting back to the EP, because I wanted to ask you about this. With the EP thing, obviously when you guys started some 20-some years ago, you put records out, you put CDs out in the whole 9 yards. And now, is it weird to kind of navigate how people consume music?
Yeah, it's what is it? It's interesting. I love it. I love it because now the fans have all the control. But you really have to learn how to do this new stuff. I'm not a big fan of the social media. I think it's harmful. It sounds like such a curmudgeon old man thing to say, but man, I mean, every day they're sending us stuff to do for TikTok, and we got to do all these trends, and I'm like, this is nothing to do with music. What are we doing? But it's a new world. You have to adapt or die. So and we went through everything. I mean, we didn't start on cassettes, but we started on CDs, And then we went to, to downloads, which was so weird. And then finally streaming. And now it's the streaming world. So it's all coming around. I'm really kind of like enjoying it and seeing all the different ways that to make it work. And I find that now we can do stuff ourselves, which is great. The years of being on a major label and feeling like we had no control, and now it's just like, man, we can do whatever we want. We pay for our recordings ourselves, so we can recoup that through selling vinyl and stuff, and it's great.
Yeah, and touring and stuff. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so you guys aren't like, nobody's holding you down. You can just, I mean, as a band, you guys say, hey, let's try this that we couldn't do when we were on the record label, and whatever. You guys get together.
Yeah, I mean, we are our own A&R.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like some of the meetings we had. I remember we had to beg for our fifth record. We had to beg to go into the studio, and we had to bring Howard Benson with us, the producer, to fly him to New York to sit down at the label in the A&R's office to let us record 6 songs, and he would just sit there and be like, I don't like this song. I don't like the lyrics. And they just tear apart your stuff, and you're trying not to get up and just freak out, right? And be like, F this, I'm out of here. Now it's just like the four of us sit around going, I really like this song. Let's record it. And that's it. That's the end of the conversation.
That's interesting, yeah. I know I talked to Chris Fain from formerly from Slipknot, and this made a lot of news. And every day I still punch on my Facebook, and there's this story, but he told me that Rick Rubin didn't do much.
Right, because he did Iowa. Did they do Iowa with him?
I think it might have been Subliminal Verses or something. I don't think it was Iowa. Yeah, I don't think Rick Rubin is doing anyone's debut record, but they did some stuff. But that just reminded me when you're talking about Howard Benson. I mean, obviously a legendary figure in the business, and it must have been, I don't know, soul crushing to sit there and listen to some of the stuff he was saying, probably, huh?
It's terrible. I mean, imagine if you made a bunch of stuff and people are just like, this is crap.
Right.
And, just because they're in a bad mood or they had a weird day, and you're like, man, I don't need this shit. But, Howard Benson's great. He's the opposite of Rick Rubin. We did 4 records with him, and he was a massive part of our success. Man, we had a lot of our biggest hits with Howard. And me and Howard are great friends now. We golf all the time back in L.A. He hits me up usually once every couple of weeks. Want to golf? Want to go golfing? I'm like, let's go. So it's good. It's good.
It all reverts back to golfing. Yeah, exactly. I didn't realize you guys worked with him so much, but yeah, he's worked on so many things. You say that he was a big part of your success. Did you guys bring songs to him, and how much did he recraft them or maybe change things for you guys?
Lots. I mean, he would sit in pre-production with us and be like, why don't you guys go, well, you go to here. What if you went here, and then the third one you went da da da, and just stay on that chord, or we went to 10, and we would try it. Yeah, he was really involved in a lot of stuff. Great with the vocal stuff. He would sit, and I knew if he liked the song, he'd want to read the lyrics first before we record. So he would be like, let's see the lyrics. And he would read the lyrics, and he's like, so what are you trying to say in this bridge? And I explain it to him, and sometimes he'd be like, oh, okay. Or sometimes he'd be like, I think he can do better. I think, you know what? Let's not record today. Why don't you go back to the hotel or whatever and rewrite this? So I would go back and I would just rewrite it, and I'd be like, it would be so much better. Then I'd come the next morning and I was like, dude, this is it. All right, let's record. So yeah, he was always a big cheerleader, and the final version, when we would hear when everything was done, we were just always really blown away. We're like, wow, this is us? This sounds too good. How did you do that?
Did you catch yourself subconsciously writing in fear that he wouldn't like it?
No, he was not that kind of guy. It was more like the A&R that I was worried about.
Okay.
I can remember getting a call from an A&R guy being like, I think because I just had this chorus which repeated the same line. He's like, well, and I think it needs to be more involved. I don't like you repeating the line. And I said to him, is this going to be a single? He's like, no. I'm like, well, then who cares? And then he was like, yeah, you're right. And that was the end of it. And I was like, yeah. What are we doing here?
Yeah, have you had to fight?
No, it's, I think for me, I'm always trying to get approval for others. That's something probably from when I was a kid. So, for me, I'm always trying to get approval from the band. I'm always trying to write a song that the band will hear and go, wow, that's awesome, or write, a riff that Dave will be like, that's so good, or, I'm sure the same for them. They always, but at the end of the day, like, it's usually just the band. The band's just trying to get approval from the band, from one another, which is cool. It's a very peer thing.
Yeah, I guess that's probably at the end of it. That's the purest thing, because it's like you make music for yourself. Yeah,
and that's what you have to do. I mean, I try to remind people, it's like, when you started out, hey, your only fan was like your mom. Mm-hmm. So you're writing songs for your mom? No. So then you get fans, and then all of a sudden everything changes. Well, maybe we should write this kind of song because the fans will like it. It's like, no, man, you just got to write how you want to write. And then the fans don't like it. There's not much you can do.
But there has to be some songs you write where you think, man, this is going to go over great on stage.
Yes, we definitely have songs where like Bad Girlfriend was that song. Bad Girlfriend was a song the label hated. They didn't want it on the record. We had to fight to get it on the record. And then we had to fight to make it a single. We refused to tour because they didn't want to release it as a single. And we said, well, we're not going to tour. We're going to go home. Forget it. They're like, oh, my God. And that came from fan interaction. We play the song every night on stage, and the fans were like, they would go nuts. And we're like, there's something about this song, man. We just didn't know what it was. And we were right. So we kind of, we revel in that.
I was going to say, I never heard of a band refusing to tour because the record label would release a single. That's great.
Well, they didn't like the song, but they wanted to release a ballad, like a pop song. We're like, you'll kill us. You'll destroy the band. We need a big hit. We need to be rock. We're a rock band. We need a rock hit. Let's go. And thank God they agreed.
Yeah. And not only did they agree, but it worked for you guys.
Yeah, and we didn't know. Nobody heard it. Anybody that says, like, oh, I knew that. Nah, nobody. Howard didn't either. That was a song that Howard didn't read the lyrics on that one. Because when we started tracking that song, the opening line, as you may know, is my girlfriend's a dick magnet.
Yeah.
And so Howard's like, all right, let's just sing this song. So he pushes record, and I sing the line. He stops. And he's like, no way, man. There's no way. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, no, you're not singing that. I'm like, yeah, no, that's it. He's like, no, come on, what? Like, there's no way, dude. I'm like, just push record. I told him, like, let's just get just push record. So we blasted through that song. Nobody knew. That's just what a fluke.
Dude, that's great. I never heard this before. The thing I think that song resonates with people is because it's so real. Every dude has had a girlfriend who's a dick magnet, and you go somewhere and you can't keep her away from other guys. And what's funny too is I'm just sitting here talking to you. You guys have a pretty good mix of guys and girl fans, don't you?
It's pretty 50-50. Yeah. I remember opening for Motley Crue, and Godsmack was the direct support, and we went on right before Godsmack. And I remember going on stage, and all the dudes were like this, waiting for Godsmack, and all of their girlfriends or wives were out of their seat, going nuts, wearing Bad Girlfriend shirts. And we're like, okay, now we just got to figure out how to get the dudes. And we enrolled.
Yeah, that's like, people find it hard to believe, but Buck Cherry's Crazy Bitch, I think, is liked well more by girls than by guys. Girls love that song.
Yeah, which is so weird, right? And same with Bad Girlfriend. They love, I guess they want to be a bad girlfriend. I don't know. But it's true. Like, that definitely is, women love that song. And, we hit a bit of a wall with women love The Bitch Came Back, too.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but we found out that they don't want to wear a shirt that says that. Found out the hard way. We sold merch, and it wasn't selling well.
Is that right? Panties or something? The bitch came back.
The bitch came back. I don't know. I always say we should do more of those shirts, and no, it's just like no.
That's great. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll wrap things up here with you, Tyler. I gotta ask you a couple more things though. First, so the hockey season hasn't started, and I just told this story the other day on the radio. How I was watching the Pittsburgh Penguins hoist the Stanley Cup with you guys at that hotel here in Detroit. Remember that back in 18, 17, whatever it was.
Yeah,
you were in the hotel lobby. God, that was That was a brutal night, by the way. I think Dean and I were on the bus with Scotty Austin till like 3 a.m. or something. But that's another story for another time. But I mean, the season hasn't even started. Nothing's happening. But what are you thinking about for this year?
Yikes. Well, I'm a Canucks fan, so we just stop right there.
Yeah. I play hockey all the time with with Brendan Morrison. You know that.
Yes. Who? Oh, dude. And he was like, that's back in the day, man. That was the Canucks, like when I used to watch the Canucks. Morrison play with Bure? Was that after Bure?
I believe he did, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was the time. I mean, they went to the Cup.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to see a Canadian team win, man. It's been, Montreal Canadiens in 93. It's been 33 years since the Canadian team won. Edmonton's come close. Montreal's looking good.
Yeah.
Toronto, who cares? They're never going to win.
How about the Detroit Red Wings? How about them?
I always loved the Detroit Red Wings. I'm always rooting for Detroit.
Nothing like a dumpster fire this summer.
Are they going to do well this year? I don't know. I hope so.
Right now, we don't have a GM. We don't know if our captain's coming back. It's kind of a little bit of a mess.
Yikes. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Buffalo looks really good. They just need to pull off those training wheels, and they could be really good.
They've lost a couple key guys this year as well.
Yeah.
Hey, real fast before I leave, what does that shirt say?
Oh,
that's what I thought. So yeah, you're not going to believe this, dude. Yeah, you're not going to believe this. On the way here, I stopped at an ATM right down here on 8 Mile. The woman next to me in the ATM had that shirt on.
That's amazing.
I know. How crazy is that?
I actually got this from Dolly Parton. I actually took this photo.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, how did that woman have the same exact shirt? That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where I got this. I think it given to me or I got it at some store. Yeah. Well, that's too bad. I thought it was only the one and only.
No, but how insane, how crazy. Just like an hour ago.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, maybe there's something's going on with Dolly. Maybe that's just the world, the universe.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go on tour with Dolly Parton.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
She did do something Motley Crue, did she not?
Yeah, I think she sang, I want to say Home Sweet Home.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Well, listen, we'll see you guys here on the 23rd. Like I said, Funeral Songs Part 1 is coming out on September 4th. And, the 23rd, bring your hockey sticks, and we'll see if we can get you guys. Have you ever been in the LCA yet?
No, I don't think we've ever been there. So
it's really cool. They have a practice rink in the rink, and they've got their regular rink, and that's where the Pistons and the Red Wings both play, and they got restaurants all around the concourse. It's really cool, actually. Yeah,
I'm trying to think. I'll ask Dean because we've been to so many different rinks on tour. Like our bucket list has tried to go and watch a game in every single rink. I think we've gotten to almost all of them. We had to have been seeing the Red Wings play there.
It's nice. I know. Yeah, sometimes it all starts to run together. But well, thanks for your time, dude. Safe travels. We'll see you here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'll see you in a couple weeks, man. Good to see you.
That's a fun band to see live in concert. Like I said, last time I saw them was last year when they opened up for Motley Crue at Soaring Eagle. Beautiful summer night. And, the sun, that's a weird thing about that stage right there. They put the stage facing west. So when the sun starts to set, the bands are blinded by the sun. Of course, the fans aren't. They're looking towards the stage, looking east. But that's just kind of a crazy setup. They might have to rethink that coming up. Anyways, I should have asked them about that. Tyler Connolly today on Talkin Rock. I appreciate you guys listening. I'm off to Sturgis. We'll do this all over again coming up here in probably a week or two. I've already got some irons in the fire as far as that's concerned. And who knows? Maybe when I'm in Sturgis, maybe I'll grab a couple interviews while I'm out there as well.
Thank you for listening to Talkin Rock with Meltdown. You can help this podcast grow by giving it a 5-star rating and writing a review on Apple and iTunes. Plus, feel free to subscribe and share it with your friends. Until next time, thanks for listening to Talkin Rock.
This message is brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card. Venture X offers the premium benefits you expect, like a $300 annual Capital One travel credit for less than you expect. Elevate your earn with unlimited double miles on every purchase, bringing you one step closer to your next dream destination. Plus, enjoy access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. The Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.